Nacho man, yeah. I got to be a Nacho man. To be a Nacho man. I got to be a Nacho man.
Welcome, Vault Dwellers. My name is Nacho Bidness. I'm making this series both because I'm having fun and to illustrate how much creative freedom we have for roleplay in Fallout 76. This video is Chapter 7 of my profile for my character Nacho in Fallout 76. In the last video, I told how Nacho became an outcast from the other Vault residents. We begin today's chapter shortly after the door to Vault 76 opens 25 years later on Reclamation Day. All dates and world events are taken from the timeline available on the Fallout Wiki. I hope you enjoy my excursion into creative writing. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. As Reclamation Day approaches, many of the Vault Dwellers have split into teams. They have grand plans for what they will do on October 23rd, 2102. Nacho has spent most of his adult life as a caretaker in the Vault, and most Dwellers feel that Nacho's skills will be useless once they are sealed out of the Vault forever. Nacho is afraid they might be right. Nacho was just 25 when the Vault was closed, and now he's 50. Also, his hostile attitude puts off many of the Dwellers who might have invited him along. None of the informal teams invite Nacho to join them. Nacho feels lonely and rejected. He has dedicated his whole life to these people, and this is the thanks that he gets. On the night before Reclamation Day, Nacho stays alone in his room and gets dead drunk. In the morning, most or all of the other Vault Dwellers have already left the Vault by the time he staggers out of bed. Nacho doesn't see another living soul on his way to the surface. After a final cup of Vault-Tec coffee, Nacho gathers what few supplies are left and leaves his underground home forever. And hungover as he is, he's still happy to see the sun for the first time in 25 years. It's so bright after so long underground. Nacho has to shade his eyes, but it feels good. Really good. The good feelings don't last long. Within minutes, he is nearly killed by laser fire from tiny robots babbling in Chinese. Within an hour, he encounters a two-headed mutated deer. And by the end of the first day, he finds burned, zombie-like people in a farmhouse that attack him on sight. They scream and hiss about how Nacho is not us. Nacho flees in terror. This post-war world is even worse than he could have imagined. Nacho feels as if he has entered a terrifying freak show and barely survives until nightfall. Nacho spends his first night cowering in a ruined lumber mill. The still functional lumberjack robots don't seem to mind him. They might even give a warning if any of those freaks with the burned skin and green crystal cysts show up. He barely manages to go to sleep before he is rudely awakened. A tick the size of a small dog has latched onto his leg. Screaming, he beats the tick until it literally explodes, covering Nacho in what is mostly his own blood. Nacho passes out, expecting never to wake again. The next morning, Nacho awakens, surprised he isn't dead. He finds a stim pack and a first aid kit at the mill. He eats some of his meager food supply from the Vault and drinks the last of his water. But he's feeling better, maybe even glad to be alive. Over the next few hours, he finds the bodies of several Vault Dwellers. Many of the people he finds were middle-aged when the world ended. When the Vault opened, they were downright elderly. It seems cruel to shove people pushing 80 years old into this hellscape, but Reclamation Day protocols had no exception and no mercy. Everyone out of the Vault. Many of the teams from the Vault were completely wiped out. At least they died together. But their deaths do teach Nacho an important lesson. Large groups of people attract too much attention. Until he gets better guns and learns to survive this new world, Stealth is his best friend and ally. The lessons he learned from Ray all those years ago during their cross-country trek are going to be invaluable. With nothing better to do, Nacho follows the Overseer's trail to the town of Flatwoods. With slowly dawning horror, he realizes that there is no one in Appalachia left to save. Starvation, radiation, raiders, and a strange plague have killed every last man, woman, and child in the surrounding area. The only radio signals are an automated music station and a DJ named Rose, sequestered at a ski resort. Even Rose turns out to be a robot, an electronic revenant with the memories of a dead raider woman, a kind of mechanical hobgoblin dancing on the grave of the world. Stay tuned for Chapter 8, Nacho Finds a Purpose. Thanks for watching.